So Dana, I've seen the words service mark and trademark together. What is the difference between a service mark and a trademark?
In some ways, it's a difference without a distinction. All marks are trademarks. We traditionally call them trademarks because they were used by trades to mark goods. And therefore, most of the time when people use the word trademark, they're referring to just any use of a mark. But as a technical matter, trademarks apply to goods and service marks apply to services.
Okay.
But ultimately, many people still just refer to service marks as trademarks.
Sure.
They're all marks, and so it's not as if you need to say service mark or trademark in one circumstance or the other. It's important to understand that there's a technical distinction, but it's not really all that important.
It's protected either way.
It's protected either way.
So what about those little symbols? I see the R, I see the TM. When are those used and what do they mean?
Great question. So the TM is simply a claim that you own trademark rights. Right now, without filing anything, if you adopted a trademark for a coffee house called Planet 9, you would want to start using a TM somewhere near that, whether it's a logo or the words. What this tells others is I claim trademark rights.
Sure.
Even though I might not have filed or even registered the trademark yet. Now, once the trademark registers, you get a federal trademark registration from the US Patent and Trademark Office, then you may start using a circle R when you use that trademark. So the circle R means it's registered.
It's finished.
And the TM means it might not be registered, but I claim rights to this.
And I can use the TM whenever I want. I can start day one, as soon as I have the idea.
As soon as you start using the name.
It's announcing my intention to use that.
It's announcing that you claim rights, that you believe you have rights. You might be wrong in those assertions, but you're
Right.
at least announcing your assertion to the world.
So Planet 9 could be a coffee shop, Planet 9 could be a shoe manufacturing company. Tell me about the classifications. How does that play in here?
Sure. So every trademark is used within some scope of goods or services. So a restaurant, a shoe, apparel, sunglasses. And in terms of registering a trademark, you actually have to identify what class your goods or services are in. The Trademark Office does this for a couple of reasons. One, it helps them to decipher whether two uses could coexist. For example, they might not reject a Planet 9 trademark registration for a restaurant or coffee house if the only other Planet 9 registration is for daycare service or for shoes. On the other hand, if the classes that they're in look like they might cross over, retail stores featuring apparel in one class and apparel in another, those might block each other. So the Trademark Office does this in order to try to decipher whether trademarks can coexist, essentially. And in some way, maybe they do it so they can make more money because there's an additional fee for each class that you want to file in.